Now on Nightside, a SWAT standoff in Spokane Valley forces residents to shelter in place. The charges the suspect now faces.
The winds are dying down and the temperatures are dropping for the weekend in your first alert forecast.
And how can you tell if someone is a legitimate federal agent? Spokane police now have new guidelines to help after a wave of impersonators. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. Well, this morning, an emergency alert went out to people in Spokane Valley, telling them to shelter in place. Thanks for staying up with Nightside. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. This was all because of a standoff between an armed man and SWAT and police. This happened at the Valley 206 apartments on North Wilbur Road, just a couple of blocks from the Black Pearl Casino. The man involved has been identified as 28-year-old Ian Richard. He was linked to a felony assault that took place on June 27th in North Spokane. And during that incident, Richard was reportedly armed with a handgun and left the location before police arrived. Today, police tracked Richard to the 206 apartments and they tried to establish communication with him, but he barricaded himself in an attic space and was reportedly still armed with a gun. In continued attempts to evade law enforcement, Richard then broke into a neighboring apartment and briefly held one resident at gunpoint. Victor Howard, who lives at that complex, watched the situation unfold, worrying for the safety of his kids.
More worried about their safety and their concerns. And I turned off all the lights as soon as I got here. I didn't know what was going on. I thought it sounded like shots were being fired.
Officers finally located Richard in a different attic space in the same building. He then jumped down to the parking lot and ran by our news crew before being taken into custody. Richard was booked into the Spokane County Jail for charges of burglary, kidnapping, and unlawful possession of a firearm. The Spokane Police Department is adopting new guidelines for handling calls of incidents involving immigration enforcement. This comes in reaction to a new wave of federal official impersonators. The new guidelines were sent out this week on the same day that federal agents arrested 9 people in relation to the June 11th ICE protest. They give directions for which officers and what they can do once they're on scene, one of which is to utilize principles of de-escalation for all who are present. Should it be a legitimate agent, then SPD is instructed not to interfere with the federal enforcement action.
Now, the officers have a tool that shows how they should be responding when we get a 911 call for service. It might be an open air or a street abduction or what somebody thinks is a street abduction or a home invasion or what somebody thinks is a home invasion.
Police Chief Kevin Hall says the new protocol comes in reaction to growing fears within our community and people wondering how they can tell if someone is a legitimate agent. The Spokane Police Department says it has shared these guidelines with our local ICE officers. You can read the full document outlining the protocols on our website at kxly.com. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is joining me now with winds that we've been seeing today, and they're finally starting to calm.
Absolutely, especially right in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and through the Columbia Basin. Only in the Palouse are we still seeing some gusty winds right now in Pullman, 14-mile-per-hour sustained winds with 26-mile-per-hour gusts. But it is calm in Spokane Valley, calm in Sandpoint, a little bit of a breeze in Moses Lake, and relatively light winds in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. They'll pick up a little bit tomorrow, but just about what you would expect on a summer afternoon in the inland northwest. Winds sustained up to 15 miles per hour. There'll be a brief period in the afternoon where we could see a 20-mile-per-hour gust. The red flag warning, fire weather warning has been allowed to expire at 10 o'clock tonight. It is going to be calmer and cooler tomorrow. Today's highs not quite as warm as originally forecast because the clouds really came in with this cold front, but we still topped out a bit above average, including close to 90 in Spokane, 91 in Coeur d'Alene, 98 degrees in Lewiston. Tomorrow, though, we're looking at lower 80s in Spokane, in Sandpoint, 83 in Coeur d'Alene and St. Mary's, and 82 in Pullman. Still in the mid-80s in downtown Spokane, 9 Mile, Meade, and Spokane Valley. 86 in Deer Park, will be 83 in Hayden and Post Falls, and 82 degrees tomorrow in Spangle. Your hour-by-hour forecast: 60 degrees with sunshine to start the day. Those southwest winds at about 10 miles per hour. Few clouds developing in the afternoon. 80 degrees by 2 o'clock. breezy for a time in the afternoon with that high temperature of 82, 86 is our average high. I'll be back with the second half of your weekend forecast and the possibility of some showers in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Okay, thank you, Chris. We are continuing to track several wildfires in our region tonight. The first is a brush fire that started earlier today in North Spokane near 5 Mile Prairie. Fire crews tell us it burned about 1.5 acres, but they did stop forward progress. Ryan Roderick, who works at the Washington Department of Natural Resources, tells us if they can keep that fire under 10 acres, it improves their chances of containment exponentially. The next is the Hope Fire, which is burning 15 miles north of Kettle Falls. This fire has burned 7,700 acres, or roughly 12.1 square miles. It has 25% containment at this time. All evacuation levels remain in effect. You can see those various zones on this map. The fire resulted in the loss of 2 homes and an estimated 20 other structures, including barns, cabins, and other outbuildings. And the last is the Western Pines wildfire burning north of Davenport. This fire has burned 5,700 acres and is 95% contained. As of 8 a.m. this morning, all evacuation levels were lifted. However, should they need to go into effect again, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office says they'll provide notice by phone and on their Facebook page. And of course, we will let you know here on KXLY. Smoke from this fire will still be visible over the next few weeks. The Fight Fire with Beer fundraiser at No Lie Brewhouse is happening this weekend. It benefits the fallen firefighters from the Coeur d'Alene ambush. The event continues tomorrow, and 100% of all sales will be donated to the Red and Blue Foundation. There's an event bundle you can purchase that gives you a Fight Fire with Beer themed glass and bucket hat. And DJ Exodus will be playing in the beer hall from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30.
Well, the playoff push is on, and the Mariners are turning up the heat. They earned a massive win tonight against a division rival thanks to an 8th-inning surge that had everyone in T-Mobile Park on their feet. And for the most part, Seattle kept Houston quiet. It was actually quiet from both sides until the 4th inning. That's when all-star Randy Arozarena slammed one to left field for the first run and home run of the game. That one puts Seattle on the board 1-0. We wouldn't see much until the 7th inning when Mitch Garver sends the ball right through center and over the fence for Seattle's 2nd home run. The Astros not even on the board until the 8th inning, but that's when the Mariners start rolling. J.P. Crawford sends Cole Young flying home with that base hit into left field. Then Cal Raleigh bats home Crawford, and then Raleigh would end up scoring on a wild pitch from Houston. So that makes it a 4-run inning for the Mariners to catapult their confidence and hopefully give us a glimpse in what we can expect for the second half of their season. Because speaking for Mariners fans, we just want to see some October playoff baseball from this team. Seattle beats Houston 6-1. Game 2 is tomorrow night in T-Mobile Park. Kirsten?
All right, thanks, Sydney. A free legal clinic was held in Spokane today to help people with outstanding criminal fines and fees on convictions. Attorneys were on hand to help eligible people start the process to get some relief from those fees. This clinic also helped people with drug possession convictions prior to February 25th, 2021. Commonly referred to as the Blake decision, it's when the state Supreme Court ruled the previous law was unconstitutional. The clinic was also open to people who are currently behind bars. One man who attended the clinic described trying to end a seemingly endless cycle.
It's either the need to want to change or the want to change, but they never actually apply the time or the effort or do the necessary things that are required of them.
And clinics like these happen a couple of times a year. For more information on how to register, you can contact the court system. Idahoans should listen up because the Idaho Transportation Department is warning everyone of a new scam that's a text, and it's going around now. The scam is demanding money for unpaid traffic tickets. ITD says the text lists specific actions that will be taken if payment is not received immediately and includes a link for people to enter payment information. ITD says to protect yourself, do not click on any unknown links or provide personal or payment information. If you receive this text, you can report it to the FTC. A new tiny home village for the homeless is coming to West Hills, reshaping how our community addresses transitional housing. The 30-unit lot will be located right off of Government Way by the intersection of Audubon and 7th. The Waters Meet Foundation, formerly known as Empire Health, the group leading this project, says this comes in response to the ongoing interest from the homeless community in tiny homes. While some in the neighborhood have safety concerns about this project, others feel it's a positive way to address homelessness in the area.
This is going to be here whether that facility is there or not, and I honestly, when I know it's being managed and I know there are people looking out for it, I feel safer than when nobody's doing anything.
These tiny homes will look similar to the ones you see on your screen, between 100 and 200 square feet each, hoping to provide privacy and a sense of stability while helping people move into long-term housing. There will also be an informational meeting at the lot at the new village on July 31st. Still to come, the House votes to cut $9 billion from the federal budget, including public broadcasting. How Spokane PBS is responding to the cuts. And why the city says they don't have to follow water restrictions for parks in Spokane.
Pick of the night tonight from our friend Donald Sewell. Beautiful rainbow, something we have not seen much of. He captured this image in Lincoln County, north of Davenport. He says the end of the rainbow is right where firefighters are finally getting a handle on that Western Pines fire. There is the possibility of rain in the forecast. I'll let you know what to expect.
Watch tonight and I'll give you Jimmy's phone number. Is it more exciting to be here with me or working with Tom Cruise?
I mean, I don't think you need to ask me that question. Obviously you.
See?
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now's Get Outside Guide is brought to you by Click It RV.
Wildfire season is here. Protect what matters most with meteorologist Chris Crocker.
We track the winds, the humidity, the lightning, because even the smallest change can lead to disaster.
The First Alert Weather Team, only on 4 News Now.
From your head and shoulders, down to your toes, and everywhere in between. Kootenai Health provides advanced medicine right where you need it, right here in North Idaho.
Powerful in so many ways. A car that doesn't truly transport you is a car that stops short of amazing. At the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, get offers on select models.
Lease the 2025 ES300 Hybrid for $449 a month for 36 months.
When you walk into one of Walker's Furniture's 13 locations in Washington, Oregon, and Idaho, one of the first things you'll see is the largest selection of quality living room furniture and stylish bedroom furniture on the West Coast. From the rich looks of leather motion to modern and contemporary designs, these family-owned stores have provided our communities and neighbors great furniture at great prices.
And remember, Walker's is where
quality just costs less.
Triathletes, if your body reminds you that you are not, in fact, made out of iron, know that Kootenai Health is here for every stroke, pedal, and step of your journey. Find your specialist at kh.org.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm out of here.
Kimmel's out, and your favorite guest hosts are in all summer long.
What a super chill time to be doing a topical monologue on national television.
Jimmy Kimmel Live with summer guest hosts, weeknights on ABC.
4 News Now is brought to you by Walker's Furniture.
Welcome back. The city of Spokane is currently under a level 2 drought response, which means people are being asked to limit watering and to keep from using water to clean hardscapes like driveways, decks, and patios. So our question was, why are the sprinklers and the rotary fountain running at Riverfront Park? We took this video earlier this afternoon showing the sprinklers dousing the grass just north of Howard Street Bridge. And then we contacted the city asking, are the rules different for the city and for the parks? City of Spokane Public Works Director Marlene Feist got back to us saying, quote, Parks endeavors to meet all the city's water conservation rules and changes its operations when we reach this threshold in the summer. Its watering is increasingly more efficient over time. Vice did point out that the fountain and the neighborhood splash pads recirculate their water, and she also said the ordinance allows for watering in areas that are being established or under repair. Saying, quote, after Hoop Fest and the 4th of July, there are always areas of grass that need to be reestablished because of the beating they take from the hordes of visitors. And we do have a lot of people out right now enjoying all of our beautiful weather this weekend. Of course, lots of people have plans. So
it is going to be a very nice weekend to be out and about. And then I'm starting to get a little traction on this idea of seeing some precipitation coming in the forecast, but we've been hurt before.
Right.
So I won't believe it until it's actually falling from the sky. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be a calmer and cooler Saturday. Not completely calm, just a nice breeze like you would expect on a Saturday afternoon in the summer. Weekend highs will be in the 80s. Now, they're going to be running below average, but we're in the hottest time of the year right now when our average high is 87. So even 5 degrees below average, we're going to be in the 80s. Showers in the northern mountains this weekend. I'll show you where in just a moment, and then more showers possible next week, and that could include some of the valley locations. Our air quality is in the good range right now in Spokane. We did get up into the moderate range briefly. You may have smelled a little bit of smoke, but we are back in the good range and should stay there through at least Saturday. Of course, a lot of that depends on the activity at the fires themselves. Our forecast radar ahead here at 8 o'clock. Saturday morning, skies clearing overnight, a southwesterly breeze bringing in that fresh air. As we go through the day Saturday, we'll start to see the clouds increase. Here's 9 o'clock Sunday morning with the possibility of some showers down through the Blue Mountains and into the Tri-Cities. But watching along the Canadian border, a system to our north bringing in some showers and possible thunderstorms during the day on Sunday. And then this area of low pressure that does that is going to bring more showers through the area on Monday, and hopefully we will get some beneficial rains out of that system with lingering showers on Tuesday. Right now, only a 20% chance of measurable rain on Monday and Tuesday, but based on some of the trends that we're seeing, we may see an increase in those odds on Monday. And the latest thinking on forecast rain over the next 5 days does bring in the possibility of up to 1/10 of an inch of precipitation in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, some locations even getting up to 1/4 of an inch of precipitation, which would be more than we have had in weeks and weeks. Your planning forecast: breezy tomorrow, up to 20-mile-per-hour gusts. Sunny skies and 82, 81 on Sunday with that increase in clouds and the possibility of showers and thunderstorms north of Spokane. And then as that system impacts us more directly, cooler Monday with that chance of showers lingering into Tuesday. Then we dry out and start heating back up again as we get into the middle to end of next week. One note about our chance of precipitation next week: that may come along with some thunderstorms as well. Something we definitely want to watch with as tinder dry as our conditions are right now. Any cloud to ground lightning strikes could be disastrous. I know fire officials are watching those strikes very closely for potential fire starts. Kirsten.
Yeah, and I think we all are. This is just a tough time of year.
Yes.
Thank you, Chris. Well, overnight in Washington, D.C., the House approved a $9 billion recessions package, which includes cuts to public broadcasting and foreign aid. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the story.
The resolution is adopted.
Overnight, a major win for President Trump, the House voting 216 to 213 to pass President Trump's proposal to claw back already approved congressional funding. The measure would claw back $9 billion from the federal budget, including cuts to foreign aid like USAID and public broadcasting. House Speaker Mike Johnson saying he's delighted to send the package to President Trump's desk for a signature.
We're going to downsize the scope of government. Government is too large, it does too many things, and it does almost nothing well.
It comes less than 24 hours after the Senate voted to tweak the administration's original proposal. Senators Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski voting with Democrats against the bill.
I haven't been given the comfort, if you will, that we're not impacting maternal and child health, that we're not impacting HIV/AIDS, that we're not impacting nutrition programs and programs related to tuberculosis, malaria, polio, neglected tropical disease, pandemic prevention, family planning.
Democrats slamming some of the cuts in the bill.
This bill, make no mistake, Mr. Speaker, is a war on rural America. They are closing rural hospitals by virtue of the bill they passed 15 days ago, and now they will close rural radio stations.
Now, Republicans say the president will likely send more cutback requests to Congress soon. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
This morning, KSPS, the PBS station in Spokane, sent out letters to those on their mailing list addressing the cuts to public broadcasting. The statement reading in part, quote, at KSPS PBS, federal funding has made up roughly $1.2 million of our annual budget. It has supported everything from our research-based children's programming and our emergency alert system to our educational outreach and the broadcast infrastructure that serves rural and underserved communities. It is irreplaceable. The road ahead will require us to make difficult decisions, seek new efficiencies, and lean into the power of community like never before. We will keep you informed as we navigate these changes. In the meantime, thank you again for your voice, your generosity, and your belief in what we do. Still ahead, which cooking oil is healthiest for your family? A doctor will break down the best options for your kitchen.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
Welcome to the Summer Roundup this week at Cal. Over 300 rigs have been strategically priced low, and $44 down is all you need.
We're not horsing around with these special buys.
During the Summer Roundup this week at Cal.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers. Integrated, innovative, inspired.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers has been upgrading homes and making them beautiful. In this month, we're offering special financing where you can put no money down, make no payments, and pay no interest till 2026. McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
Keystone RV is fighting for your business by giving Bobby Combs RV in Coeur d'Alene approved discounts on all Hideout and Passport models in stock. Save thousands of dollars on several great floor plans like this Hideout or this Passport model. After approved Keystone discount, only $33,990. Best deal of all, this Passport model was $45,662, now only $27,990. Deals end July 31st, so don't wait. Bobby Combs RV Center in Coeur d'Alene. Great selection, low prices, and friendly service.
Warner Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett continues to be an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino on Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Windshield trouble? Call All Star Auto Glass. We come to you.
Welcome back to Nightside. If you take a look in your kitchen, how many different types of cooking oil do you have? There's olive oil, seed oil, vegetable oil. Which one is the healthiest? Health experts say figuring out the right one for you depends on your body and your family history, and recommends doing some homework on each type. The American Heart Association says when shopping for healthy oils, choose those with less than 4 grams of saturated fat per tablespoon and no trans fats. And now for our top trending stories through the 4 News Now story tracker number 3. Yesterday, a crash on eastbound I-90 left a person dead, and according to the Washington State Patrol, a driver crashed into a pole on the freeway. When the person exited their vehicle, they were hit by a semi-truck and killed. 2, a sex offender from Florida who evaded police for over a year was arrested by U.S. Marshals in New Orleans. Christian Burt Fisher was previously spotted near Athol, Idaho, but got away before he could be arrested. And 1, a Mexican national accused of flooding eastern Washington and Montana with meth and fentanyl will spend nearly 2 decades in prison. Luis Escobar Bolanos was sentenced to 19 years in prison, followed by 4 years of supervised release. You can find more of these stories and more at KXLY.com. Well, we're 6 weeks from the start of college football season, and the Cougs are already stepping up and prepping for game day.
That prep includes a lot of new things, new experiences, new events, all coming to college football and college football weekends in Pullman, of course. We're going to talk about the changes that you're going to see on the Palouse this season. That's coming up next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Jacobs Custom Living.
This has been an historic week because for the first time ever, the Goldens have arrived at paradise.
You want a body shot?
Mwah. Chef's kiss.
My feelings for you are super strong.
You are a silly little... You're gonna make out with a girl 30 yards away from me?
It happens.
Don't interrupt me, please. And I'm not saying you are... What?
Bachelor in Paradise. New Monday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
At Shriners Children's, we're home to the world's leading pediatric orthopedic care. Because so many life-changing advancements start here. We provide access to the best doctors and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. We're the first place to turn for the most common or complex orthopedic conditions. Home to possibility and empowering kids to achieve the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, you can lease a new adventure-ready 2025 RAV4 for just $319 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Why say no when it feels so good to say yes? Want to sleep in an extra hour?
Yes.
French toast and homemade syrup?
Yes.
Hey, want to play 9?
Yes.
How about a credit union with low loan rates, no hidden fees, online banking, and friendly member services?
Yes.
Experience how good yes can feel.
There are 43 days until the next Cougar football Saturday, and WSU Athletics is already rolling out their new game day experiences for the upcoming season. Athletic Director Ann McCoy says she's been getting feedback from the community and fans and has implemented new ways to enhance the game day weekend. The festivities begin opening week. August 29th and 30th are designated Camping with the Cougs nights. Fans can purchase reasonably priced camping spots near campus. McCoy's saying it's an affordable option compared to some hotels on game days. And then throughout the season, Cougar Athletics is incorporating sunrise yoga on Giesa Field, a 5K and a 10K tailgate trot, which will be a race through campus, and a concert for homecoming weekend. All of this is an effort to raise the bar for fan experience in Pullman. And the Cougs begin fall camp on July 30th with their first game of the season against the Vandals on August 30th. With Summer League winding down, former Zag Nolan Hickman found 17 minutes on the court for the Dallas Mavs today. He logged a solid 13 points, 2 assists, and a steal off the bench. The Mavericks Summer League was a little shaky, though, going 2 for 3 overall. But another former Zag, Ryan Nembhard, held his own with Dallas these last few weeks, averaging 11.3 points in his Summer League games, and still more opportunity to prove himself on his two-way contract. The Zags are locking down dates for their non-conference matchups this fall. Today, Arizona State announced Gonzaga is headed to Tempe for their homecoming weekend on November 14th. That means Gonzaga will face Oklahoma and Creighton in Spokane, then head to ASU in the span of just 6 days. The Spokane Indians are back after a few days off, but the roster is going to look a little bit different next time you see this squad in Avista Stadium. Braylon Wimmer and pitcher Michael Prosecki are headed up to AA Hartford. Shortstop Andy Perez is transferred off the Spokane roster and onto Low-A Fresno's roster. And Spokane is welcoming G.J. Hill from Hartford. His first appearance with the Indians was today. He had 1 hit in his 4 at-bats, but it was a struggle all around on offense for the Indians. The Vancouver Canadians beat Spokane 4-1 this afternoon, and that 3-game series continues tomorrow at 7:05. The Seattle Mariners got the job done tonight. They took down the Houston Astros and took full advantage of an 8th-inning meltdown from the best team in the AL West. Seattle pushed across 4 runs in that 8th inning alone. It was part of a red-hot stretch that's seen them score 41 runs over their last 4 games. So the bats are rolling, momentum is building. The Mariners are making it count when it matters most. The final score tonight, the Mariners winning 6-1 and closing the gap on Houston's lead in the division. Those two are back on the diamond tomorrow night at 6:40. And it's All-Star Week for the WNBA. The action began in Indianapolis for the 3-point contest and the skills challenge today. Players from the New York Liberty won both of those events. Natasha Cloud won the skills challenge. Sabrina Ionescu won another 3-point challenge, adding to her 2023 title. Caitlin Clark wasn't out there today. She's ruled out by her coach on a day-to-day basis with a groin injury, so she didn't get to compete beyond the arc today. She's not going to be out there tomorrow night for the big game, but she is one of the captains for one of these stacked rosters for the All-Star game tomorrow. Tip-off's going to be at 5:30, and you can watch the game right here on KXLY, followed by a special edition of 4 News Now right after the game. That's going to wrap us up for sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
From urgent AC repairs to full system replacements, Bill's Heating and AC has you covered. See why thousands of local homeowners trust us for fast, honest heating and cooling services. We offer free second opinions, a lowest price guarantee, weekend service, free equipment quotes, and upfront pricing with no surprises. So call Bill's Heating and AC today and make this summer more comfortable than ever.
You know, Donnie, when people hire the advocates, they don't just get me and you. They get a whole team of attorneys and paralegals ready to jump in and fight.
Gathering evidence, shutting down aggressive insurance adjusters.
Do what it takes.
Right. Hey, Ken, I'm ordering lunch. What do you want?
What are you getting?
A sandwich and potato soup.
There, you said it. Potato.
Ken, I'm joking. Nobody says it that way.
Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Advocate.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality like bread baked in store and down low prices everywhere you turn. Up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that keep adding up, hand it to Fred Meyer shoppers. You never compromise. Fred Meyer. Fresh for everyone.
Due to recent supply chain delays and clearance items stacking up in the warehouse, this week all Walker's Furniture locations are having an emergency inventory liquidation sale where you can save up to 70% on all floor models, discontinued styles, and clearance items.
New inventory is on the way, so we're clearing space and passing the savings on to you. Plus, special 5-year financing was brought in where you can save now and pay over time with no minimum purchase required.
During the inventory reduction sale this week at Walker's.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Really nice weekend. It's going to be sunny tomorrow, nice breeze. Mostly cloudy Sunday, but there'll be some filtered sunshine and 81. Good opportunity to cool things down a little bit.
Yeah, I know. We were joking around that it's not quite Goldilocks weather, but I don't know.
Pretty
in the
close.
summertime,
Yeah, I think
that might be our best chance at it. It is a good time to remind you also that the Fight Fire with Beer event at No Lie Brew House is happening tomorrow. There are 4 specialty themed beers for the event, like the Firehouse Hefeweizen and the Fight Fire German Lager. The event starts at noon and goes until 10 p.m. And again, the proceeds will go to the Red and Blue Foundation, honoring the fallen firefighters from Coeur d'Alene.
Can't think of a better thing. That is amazing.
Get out there, enjoy a beer and the beautiful view at No Lie. Really can't, yeah, you can't beat it.
And the weather on their patio too. It's always so nice out there. Overlooking the river.
Maybe a giant pretzel.
Maybe 2.
Yeah.
Let's go.